I am Anita Bowser. I'm the interviewer today. It is January 8th, 2025. Can you tell me your name?
My name's Deborah Hoover.
Hi, Deb.
Hi.
So how long have you lived in this community?
Well, on and off since 1955.
Oh, so you know the community pretty
Yeah,
well.
I knew the community.
So can you tell me some of your earlier memories of the library?
Well, the first memory I have of the library was we had moved back to Butler when I was 6, and my father brought me in the summer, and they had a deal going, 7 books for 7 weeks. So, so I was excited because I was a big reader, and the only book I remember was one of the Oz series that they had. But I remember going down the step, the children's library was in the basement then, and it was an outside entrance over on the right side. And you went down the steps, and at the bottom of the steps was that statue they still have of the boy and the girl reading. I've always loved it and wish I had it. But
They had that even then.
yeah, yeah.
And so you kept coming to the library over the years?
Well, I don't really remember coming back after that until I was in junior high, which was right over here across the street. And my bus didn't pick us up until 4:30 or something, you know, so I used to come over to the library and get books then.
So you've always been a reader?
Oh yeah, since I was 5, yeah. I read every day, probably every day since I was 5.
So what kind of, you volunteer?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do as a volunteer?
Well, I work upstairs in nonfiction and reference, and I shelve the books that have come back, and I do whatever you need me to do, which lately has been pulling books that haven't been read for a number of years, and some of the scut work like that, whatever's needed.
You recently did a nice display.
Oh yes, my knitting group did a display of knitwear in the display cabinets outside by the elevator.
And the group meets in the library?
Yes, we meet in the library. When the weather was nice, we're in that sunroom on the front, but we've been back in the colder weather. We've been back in the reading room on the first floor, and we'd like to have more members.
See what we can do. And how long have you guys been meeting here, your knitting group?
Probably only for 2 years. We started here. Actually, we started here with a large group. Might have been 2006 or 7 or something like that. And I was asked to do an after-school program to teach junior high students to knit. And that wasn't such a great success, but some adults had asked to be able to come. So it turned out that I taught an adult class to knit, and another member of the library taught crochet. And so we had a large group then, and we met down in what is now the teen section of the library. And when that converted over, we lost our spot. And they said, well, you can meet in the basement, but half of the basement was being used by a Bible study group, and we would be on the other side of the curtain, and we were too noisy. Too much laughing and carrying on to meet where someone is. So we bounced around from various church basements until we had a chance to come here, which we love.
I'm glad. So over the years in using libraries, have you seen some changes?
This library has changed immensely. First of all, physically, because they built on and changed around. Now the children's department isn't in the basement anymore, and they have that teen section, and then they have all the audio books and all the things that can be accessed through the web now. You know, recently I helped dismantle the obituary drawers here because they weren't needed anymore, because everybody could pick that up on their phone. They don't have to come and look at paperwork. So we don't have a little card catalog down in by the desk like we used to. Now we have computers. And I like that the card catalog is online, because before I come to the library every week, I can look up authors and subjects and come in with I always have a list when I come in for books I want to pick up.
That's great. We have a new app. Did you know the library has a new app?
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay, we'll have to check it out for
Yeah.
you. Okay, so is there anything else that you'd like to say?
Well, I love the library. I'd say I've been here every week for at least the last 45 years. I've come in at least once a week. Now I'm in twice a week because I come in on Mondays with my knitting group, and then I pick up books, and then I come back on Wednesdays when I volunteer and I pick up more books. So that is great. And I think this library has a phenomenal children's department, youth department, whatever they call it now. The number of programs they have is just incredible. Whenever I came to the library when I was in junior high school, I was not allowed to take books out of the upstairs in the adult section. I tried and I was rejected. They said I had, which you'd never do now. For one thing, you have the young adults books that can be picked out, and anybody can come up and use whatever they want to. So, and this is such a welcoming place. Everybody smiles. You know, just there's something for everybody here, and that's what I appreciate about it. It's a great addition to Butler.
Well, we really love having you as a volunteer.
I like being up here. It's like my second home.
You make my job a lot easier. Thank you. Okay.
All
Thanks a
right,
lot.
good.